Hi friends, Rio here again to speak to you, my homo brothers. Today to speak to you on compulsive behaviors and our soul's calling, and how those two things can really be at odds when one is trying to fulfill the other. And that tension where we're ready to give our gay gifts, but we're also really being held back by experiences of a really unfulfilling life. I don't know if you are sensing this. I certainly am, that there are so many of us gay men waking up and being activated to something beyond the life we're currently living, something beyond what we were told is just our normal gay life. This is what the gays do, right? We're bitchy, we sleep around, we party, and all of those things, great, fine. Yeah, that's one level of consciousness. And I think that a lot of us are waking up to being unfulfilled by that and thinking like, there has to be something more than this. There has to be a reason that these things have become standard place in our communities. And the shortest answer for me of why those things are commonplace is because we have so much undealt with trauma as individuals and as a community. So we've normalized these are the ways that we move past, or we move around, or we numb out from the traumas that we haven't addressed and the healing that needs to happen. And that's totally understandable. I lived a large portion of my life using those compulsive behaviors to work around things and to try to feel excited and enlivened by life. And then at a certain point, I realized, okay, this is not doing it. This is not doing it anymore. I'm not excited about going back to a bar again this night and then the next night and then hooking up with somebody and using whatever substance to try to like feel really excited and or turned on. That just started to be so boring. And for many of us, it does take a long time to realize that that's not fulfilling the thing that we're actually trying to engage with. And that is our soul and our deeper calling. And I will say from direct experience that I think I was seeking for the high of connecting to God, right? The high that we can get through sex, the high that we can get through substances, and exciting, maybe even dangerous experiences, that there's some yearning for a really intense experience. And from my vantage point, the intense experience is being full of life force, of being totally alive, living right on the edge of why we're here. And that is that like deeper connection to spirituality and stepping towards our purpose. That is vibrant, it's alive. There's a lot of vitality and life force energy that we can tap into when we move in that direction. And in my experience, the drugs, the sex, the alcohol, and any other compulsive behaviors that give us some high or help us numb out, they are a substitute for what we are truly, deeply seeking. And I see so many men waking up to this in this moment. There's something about this time that is calling people to a greater, deeper understanding of why they're here. And if you're watching this, it's probably you. There are many stages and steps to this, right? We might think, okay, instantly I need to give up doing this life that I was living and the ways and the patterns and the habits that I had to work around my trauma. And then I have to like now be this totally spiritual being that doesn't have any fun in my life and is just totally devoted to this one singular path in this soul's calling. There's a whole journey that happens between that, and neither one of those things are absolutes. For many of us, part of walking our soul's journey is to be dissatisfied in this moment, is to recognize that the way that was working no longer works, and that it's time to go a little deeper and to heal, to start to understand, what have I been carrying around? Who am I beyond these patterns? Who am I beyond the facade that I've created to feel safe and accepted in the world? Some of you may already have been doing a bit of healing or quite a bit of healing, and now you're moving into this stage of like, oh, okay, this is what I've carried around and I'm unburdening myself from that. This is why I've done the things that I've done. And now it's time for me to deepen my sense of self-love and self-worth and to start to understand what is my relationship with spirituality. What am I connected to? Why am I actually here? And to start to make sense of what the past has been about. Because from my perspective, all of the things that we have experienced in our past are here to help us grow and expand, and also are cues for what we are here for as far as a soul's calling, what we're here to do, live, be, and create out in the world that feels fulfilling, enlivening, and exciting. When we can bring context to the things that we've experienced in the past and we let go of the victimhood of it, right? That we heal, we take the time to heal. We're not spiritually bypassing and jumping over and saying all of that abuse that happened is totally fine. But we are saying at a period of time, oh, I understand how that shaped me. I understand how that made me more empathetic. And I understand that I have a story to tell other people. I understand that people need to know that they're not the only one that experienced this thing. So if you are having a moment in your life where you're just kind of waking up to the way things have been is not working, it's not fulfilling, and that I am here for something more, you are not alone. If you are starting to question or be interested in deepening your spirituality, you are not alone. There are so many men that are changing their lives right now and starting to step into a deeper sense of purpose. And so this video is a number of things for you. It's a reminder that you're not alone, and that I hope you can start to contextualize maybe where you are on the journey, that you're starting to maybe let go of what the past was, you're starting to deepen your healing, you're starting to understand your self-worth and really start to value and love yourself, you're starting to contextualize the past, and you're starting to deepen your spirituality and turn towards, there's a real reason that I'm here. And from that point, life completely changes. And the journey through isn't linear. There's lots of steps back and forth, but it's all this spiral up towards an expansion, a letting go, and a freeing ourselves of the heavy burdens that we've carried around so that we can be these lights. So you are not lost in this moment if life feels a little confusing, or if you're the only one in your sphere who is deepening your spirituality, or if you're feeling very emotional and very sensitive about your past or what's happening in your present moment. All of this is the shift. This is the shift that we need so that we can be the person that other people are waiting for. There are people who are waiting for your gifts, for your song, your book, your teachings, your smile, your relationship. If things are falling apart or if things feel confusing in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be reorganized so that you can be the person who is fulfilling his soul calling. If you're not in a space of understanding what your soul's calling might be at all, that is okay. That is part of your purpose. Sometimes our purpose in the moment can be letting things fall apart, can be grieving, can be upset with what's happening in our lives, so much so that we make change. So if you're in that place, you are still valuable, you are still fulfilling a purpose. You don't have to be serving other people in this very moment to be valuable and living on purpose. However, it is helpful to know that there is a direction that you're headed which will serve the collective, which will serve also you in return. I created something for you as a tool on this journey. It's a free resource that you can find below by clicking on the self-love workshop. You enter your email address and a link to it gets sent to you. It's a 2-hour workshop that I did a couple of months ago that is now free to you. And it is all about seeing yourself clearly, about developing a deeper sense of self-love, peace, and trust within yourself. that is the foundation for everything. So please make use of that. And if you are ready for a deeper dive and guidance on that journey that I was just talking about, that bridge from this way of life to this way of life, I am happy to speak to you about mentorship with me. It's a 3-month journey that we go on together, which is quite intensive, meaning that you have my guidance through every single step of the way during our sessions together and outside of our sessions. So if you're ready for that, please reach out. There's information about that below as well. So much love.